What is going on, you stallions and stallionettes? AK-40 Kevin here in the gamer heaven. Today we're going to be unboxing, setting up, and reviewing a product that I've had in my closet for probably 16 or 17 months, and that is the Logitech G560. G for gangster, 560 for big number, big sound speakers. They have integrated RGB that coordinates with your monitor, so whatever you see on screen, those colors are dictated by your speakers. They also have other applications to integrate with your Logitech devices, and apparently the sound quality is astronomical. The bass will literally slap you upside the head like a twisted T. So without further ado, guys, let's get it. All right, boys. So like I said, I have had these speakers for absolutely ever. You know, first I moved, and then the wife and I decided to call it quits like players are starting to do in Cold War. This has been my morale. This has been 2020. Full penetration, dude. 50 cal penetration. So anyway, these things are pretty damn awesome. Not only is the sound quality supposed to be absolutely kicking like a mule, the reliability is supposed to be really solid because obviously it's Logitech. It's a very name brand. Holy mother of God. This is a heavy duty sub here. This is going to have some schlump, some bop as the kids say. Now, from coming someone that's a bit of an audiophile, I used to produce music back in the day. During high school, I was really into the music scene. I used to produce instrumentals and things like Fruity Loops, Reasons, Pro Tools, shit like that. Then I realized I sucked. But anyway, this subwoofer right here is a big boy. This is not no slouch. This thing looks like a it looks like a little Xbox Series X, to be honest. Let's see if it has the same overheating issues. Just kidding. They don't do that. That was people blowing vape into the bottom of the fans and sucking them up. So anyway, you got your subwoofer here, and you have your two speakers, making it a 2.1 stereo spread setup. Obviously, in case you don't know, the first number is how many speakers there are, then the dot, and then how many subwoofers you have. So like in my living room, I have a 5.1 setup, 5 speakers, and 1 subwoofer. I think that's Logitech too. So I have a lot of Logitech shit. In fact, my white two-tone speakers with the blood dripping out of the holes that you guys have seen in all my other videos, those were also Logitech Z313s, which I just gave away to Drunken Yoda, who's the winner of the Thanksgiving giveaway on my channel. So hopefully he's enjoying those over there. So let's get this bad boy plugged in. We're going to plug the subwoofer to the back of the UPS or uninterrupted power supply unit down there. We're going to go ahead and plug the two speakers into and install the software drivers or software suite that you are going to need to control all the RGB as well as your equalizer and all your other software support for the hardware. So let's get this bad boy hooked up. I'm super excited, guys. So actually, I'm going to keep the cable all bundled up like this, considering the sub's going to be literally right next to the UPS. You have your little instruction manual right here. I don't know how to read, but if you guys do, this is for you. Now, it's very not detailed. This is just a little piece of paper here. Really nothing special. It does Bluetooth as well, which is really cool. I don't have Bluetooth support in the motherboard on my PC, so we're going to go wired. Anyway, but it does have Bluetooth, which is cool if you're hooking it up to a laptop or something like that. It shows you on top of the speaker, you have volume up and down. You have press the G key here, which does a couple things. It dims the brightness of the LED lights and also gives a debuff to the effects of drive-bys, so that's pretty cool. Then you have your Bluetooth button. Again, I'm running an OG setup, an original gamer setup. We don't have Bluetooth over here. They didn't have it in my day, and I still don't use it. And then it shows you plug the speakers in. So these things actually look pretty sweet. They have kind of a gray speaker grill on there with the little G logo and chrome. Then they also have this really cool open design here. This all lights up. All these little waves in here, I guess you could say, will illuminate with RGB, which is pretty cool. You have your plus and minus volume buttons. And then, of course, you can control this from your Windows up and down on your keyboard or, in the bottom right of Windows. Then you have your G key up there, which is for the lighting, which, of course, you can also adjust in the software. Then you have your Bluetooth pairing button. We don't have that around here, not up in here. You got your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, your power button, and then R for right speaker, as well as there's a tab on these super thick gauge wires here. All right, so I just got these bad boys plugged in. They're already doing something quite sentimental. So not only does the back kick light onto the wall, but you also have like these infinity lines in there, kind of, I guess you could call them. They look pretty fucking badass, I'm not gonna lie. And these things are huge. Like, they do take up a fair amount of desk space. This is a large desk. So if you have like a small desk, just keep that in mind. These things are not compact, but they also don't sound compact either, so that's good. And that big old sub is going to be rattling the walls. Good thing I live in a house. All right, so the cable that comes with this thing is super proprietary. It's definitely meant for these exact speakers here because it has this little, I guess you probably could use any micro USB cable. I wish I had USB-C, but it definitely has this unique prong or shroud design around it, so it's going to kind of guide it in there the right direction. All right, so I got that bad boy plugged in there with the USB cable. Now it says to download the application, and that is called the Logitech LGS software. So logitechg.com, blah, blah. You can literally just Google Logitech LGS software, Logitech speaker software, and that's how we're going to get it. Alrighty, boys, we're over here on the PC. It was very easy to install this LGS, which stands for Logitech Gaming Software. It's literally the same thing as, like, you know, the Razer Synapse 3 application, or if you have Corsair, HYPR, SteelSeries, any of the other ones I forgot to mention that nobody gives a shit about. They all have some kind of software suite where you can coordinate lights amongst all your devices, stuff like that. So it immediately hits you with a little bit of marketing here. Welcome to the team. You know, just like buy gamers for gamers by Razer, or your schmeckle is nuclear. I think that's the catchphrase for HYPR. Corsairs is boats and hoes, I believe. So welcome to the team. Play brilliantly. More of a sophisticated brand. Play brilliantly with a mouthful of caviar and a handful of ass. So, audio visualizer, which is basically as music plays, it's going to, you know, flash on the wall and stuff like that. Or screen sampler. I want to do screen sampler, which is going to mirror what's happening on screen. So you see you have different lighting zones here. The lighting zones are left front and left back. So left front is like that little inner infinity ring, and then left back, you know, there's a huge like lamp style thing in the back, in the ass end, that's gonna torque on the wall. So that's pretty cool. You can do a fixed color or static here. Obviously it's the entire RGB spectrum, or the entire Cardi B spectrum, as you might. Color cycle, it's just going to fade through the spectrum, and you can also set the brightness, and I'm assuming this is speed or something. Oh yeah, that's, oh god, I don't even want to look down there. That's epileptic seizure territory there. So I'd probably have it on its slowest setting just to slowly fade through. Which still, I'm looking at them right now, isn't that slow. It's still like, I wish it could go even slower. Lighting sleep timer. So after not having any audio pumped through the speakers for a sustained period of time, we'll put 5 minutes, it'll stop doing shit. Enable per profile backlight settings. And then if you have other devices from Logitech, gaming mice, keyboards, headsets, etc., you can coordinate them with this device. And then you got breathing effect over here. Audio visualizer. So this, as you listen to music, it's going to flash like the equalizer, you know, going up and down with the different frequencies. Pretty cool stuff. Screen sampler. This is kind of what I want. Ooh, so right now it's kind of white on all sides because I'm on my thing here. What if I bring this over here? Oh, it's kind of cool. Oh, I can't wait to see that in a game or something. Oh my golly jeepers. So like if you're in a game like Call of Duty or something where the screen starts going red because you're getting your titties blown off, it should get red on you, which is pretty cool. Oh, so here's some games and applications, like even Discord, that have effects that can coordinate with the application, with your speakers, which is pretty cool. Dota 2, I don't even know what a Dota is. I've heard a lot of people talk about it, but I'm just going to hard pass on it. So here's the screen sampler settings here, which I guess allows you to fine tune and adjust some of the effects here. We're just going to leave it all default for now and see what it looks like. I'm going to pull open some different wallpapers and stuff and see how it works right out of the box, plug and play style. Because a lot of you people out there, when I say you people, let me specify, you got to be really careful with that one. You people, I mean you average consumers of electronics goods. You probably don't want to tweak with a bunch of settings. You just want to grab these bad boys, hook them up, and get to gaming. So, yeah, we'll close this bad boy out. Yeah, girl. Yeah. So obviously with screen sampler, you can't adjust, you know, speed or brightness. It's literally going off what's on screen. Oh, you can also do a firmware update for your speakers, which we are up to date. I'm sure it probably installed the latest drivers when I installed the actual application. Whoop, okay. Oh, okay. Maybe it is doing a software update. I'll just go fuck myself then. All right, so it actually needed to restart a second time. So that's 2 restarts for the install of these bad boys. But anyway, you have your equalizer right here, as you guys can see. I'm going to leave it on flat for now, and we'll just get a completely flat equalizer and listen to what these bad boys sound like, and then we'll go ahead and try out some of these other ones here. They have one specifically for first-person shooters, so I'm assuming that might boost up footsteps and stuff like that for situational awareness. Granted, if you're playing at FPS,
or any competitive game, you probably have a headset on because you're going to get much better stereo spread and situational awareness. Not to mention, if you're playing with friends or something and you're chatting, you're not going to want your game sound bleeding into the speaker or through the mic through your speakers. And if you have Discord going on or something like that, you're going to want to be able to balance your chat and all that stuff through your headphones. But I guess if you're playing a single player game by yourself or something, you know, I've played out of speakers before. I mean, especially if they're good speakers like this and you have a good 2.1 stereo spread, nothing wrong with playing a good like story-driven game or something offline by yourself. All right, so I'm going to leave that off because these are just stereo. There's your equalizer tab. Then over here at the home, you want software control on because that's going to allow you to control your volume in Windows as well as the lighting with just that USB cable. So you don't need to plug in a 3.5mm headphone jack or anything like that. And you can also Bluetooth these if you don't want to use that micro USB cable and you do have Bluetooth in your PC, which I do not. All right, boys, so I got a little 4K nature video pulled up here on the old Turbs, and we're just going to go ahead and play this and see how these speakers react to it. So that one's freaking the hell out over there, spazzing out. I haven't messed with any settings or anything like that. These are just the default profile settings. As you see, they're changing really rapidly. I don't know where any red's coming from. I guess from that little red building over there. So far, they're a little spastastic. They should just be green right now. But it's like a epileptic seizure waiting to happen for no reason. Yeah, they are on a spastastic voyage right now. I think I've seen enough. Let's crank this bad boy up. Ooh, that's vibrating my testes, boys. I feel like I'm getting a prostate exam over here. Oh, I see an enemy. Let's give this kid a Dutch rudder. He ain't ready for it. He don't want it. Who wants a piece of the meat? Oh shit, I'm on fire. Literally, I'm on fire, girl. Don't try and slide at me. This ain't baseball, bitch. It ain't baseball. You ain't got the balls for it. That was stupid. Who are these rookies? I'm playing like shit and I'm on a 5 streak right now? Who put a mine right there? Who left a mine right there? Come on now. Oh shit. There's just mines everywhere. Here, let me drop a couple of my own. There's one, and there's another. Okay. Ooh, we call that the old quick swap. I did horribly. Out of breath from killing it, boys. I don't know if I was recording, but it knocked the picture off the wall. So yeah, that's over for she does her job pretty good. She hits pretty hard. All right, boys, so what's the verdict on these bad boys over here? Well, I will say cosmetically they look really nice. They look premium. They do take up a lot of space, so if you have a compact desk or a student in a dorm or something like that, keep that in consideration. There's no option for wall mounting these bad boys or anything. They're going to be on your desk. I also think they look really cool with that kind of infinity lighting going on, and then also a secondary light on the back of them. I will say the lighting's kind of gimmicky. The whole screen mirroring thing doesn't work well. Maybe there's some settings you can optimize. I will research and tweak around, and if I find settings that are a lot more accurate, I will make a tutorial breaking down whatever settings I use for that. But as of now, it wasn't great. I tested it in a game, a couple of YouTube videos. I even started to watch Netflix. It still didn't look great. Sound quality, phenomenal. It knocked my picture off the wall twice with the bass. I actually had to end up getting some bigger nails to hang that thing because I'm going to be bopping some tunes, so that thing's going to be knocking off quite a bit. I'm in a house, so I can listen to music relatively loud. The neighbor on this side's elderly, so I don't know how well her ear canals work anymore. She's cool as fuck and a nice lady, if you guys know what I mean. Over there, they're cool as fuck across the street, so I don't really have an issue like listening to music and movies loud in my house or anything like that. But yeah, they sound good. They sound clear even at 100%. I did have them maxed out for a short period of time,
and they didn't sound like they were going to blow the drivers or anything like that. They still sounded crisp and clear at 100% volume. There was no distortion or anything like that. In fact, the bass wasn't overpowering the treble and the vocals and the mids. They weren't muddy. So the whole spectrum was still getting loud and clear at the same time. It was very nice. The bass, like I mentioned, it knocked my picture off the wall, so it's good. You know, it's not like what you're going to hear out of the trunk of a Cutlass Supreme chopping on blades downtown or something like that, but it's for a home computer desktop setup, it's quite good, guys. It's quite good. Build quality, I mean, they seem durable. They seem well put together. There was no creaks or moans and groans in the plastic shrouds or anything like that. It is also Logitech. They do have a 2-year warranty on their speakers, according to their website, so that's pretty cool. I will have a link to these on Amazon because they are sold out on the Logitech website, and they have been for about 6 months now. So I don't know if they're getting these back in stock or if they're working on a new model or what, but Amazon has them, Best Buy has them, and I think Newegg has them. I'll have Amazon link in the description below because that seems to be the lowest price. So there's that. And yeah, that's gonna do it. I mean, those are my thoughts on them. They're cool. They're better than what I had before. They look dope. They're Logitech. They sound fucking great. They work for me, boys. Peace.